As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I'm to supervise you during your time here. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars, nor would I tell you if I did, and if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? I'm in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean, or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision? Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shock collars will be the least of your worries. Understand? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation, and above all else, don't use magics of any sort. Nuts and poetics. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp, and all full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Alphino and Alize will pay the price. BAM! I know who you are, the so-called champion of Erzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face by the blood of our fallen compatriots. I swear I'll... Damn. Tore the sutures. You fool. All the times. The worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, we'd be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus's life, but we made our escape, took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then... night fell, and we gathered around the radio, and the roar, the terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. You can call this a mercy. Mind intact, but body broken. Soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Hey, I was just complimenting your fashion, but goddamn, never mind, I guess. So cold. Young soldiers on the verge of losing consciousness. Oh, my god. You got fashion, too. It's you, Clarissa Evergarden. I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there when the 9th Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers. You killed them. Comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am, too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return, until you get what you deserve, mark my words. You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that aetheryte. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans. 4 Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetheryte's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Did you learn anything of note? Yeah, nobody here likes us. And your findings are consistent with my own. The plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there is precious little we can do for them at the present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? No. Is there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Oh, thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But I know I won't last much longer. I should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. Me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. We give bread. So those you met fare no better. I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies? Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize that they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him? Then we need to persuade Julius first. Julius! Yeah, they're just it's like pocket sand, but pocket potatoes. Well, seen enough. Oh shit, auto was on. Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept, some stored away in the event that they were snowed in. Still, going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we have a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is the greater concern, though. We had some ceruleum set aside, until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. Yeah, okay, just die then, I guess. See ya. Goodbye. Good night. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. Dude, everything will change if we just wait longer. We don't need food or heat now. I know we're gonna die without it, but dude, everything is gonna change. This fucking dude. Those mysterious countrymen of yours. We will not accept your— Imagine turning down mashed potatoes. What's wrong with you? Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telephoroi. Then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 5th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Telephoroi. No, that's 10th. Yeah, why did I say 5th? That's 10th. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. We're gonna reclaim the capital, dude! That's my copium mask. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before reinforcements reach Garlemald. You need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. Say it. Say it. Just blink. Just blink, dude, and we'll do it. Okay. I will speak with Lord Quintus. Okay. You just pop coal there. I fucking swear if these people said no. So, did he agree to it? No, he will not place Garlemald in the debt of her enemies. Okay, so you're all just gonna die then, and then there will be no Garlemald, because you'll all be dead. See ya, Garlemald! I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Yeah, free land, thanks, I guess. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. That are more trouble than you're worth. Trouble! Wow! We're literally... Once we're outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. We've done nothing but try to give you ceruleum and food. We're trying to spoon feed it to you like a baby, and you're refusing and calling us trouble. God. We will begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima? That's a word. First location is Forum Solius, a park to the northwest of the station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. And at what cost? Yeah, exactly. So this is the park. Surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the Empire, the great Solus Oscalvus. So we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor. No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked. You know, there's also... Okay, just saying, there's a lot of dead trees around. I know it's not ceruleum, it's not electric heating. But whenever you take wood from a tree and you make it really hot, it starts a fire and that produces warmth. Not as efficient as electric heating. Sorry, cerulean heating. But I mean, when people are literally freezing to death and you got all these trees around. I'm just saying. I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. Oh, bow, bow, bow. Yeah, all Garlemaldians. Yeah, whenever you're like, hey, do you guys know what fire is? And then we start a fire and they all turn into cavemen and they're like, oh. You fool. You fool. They also don't like magic. Yeah, okay, when everyone is literally freezing to death, I think you can make some exceptions. Ver fire, yeah. Oh, it's you. Any luck? I got fire left and right, dude. And they're just like, nah. No exceptions. No exceptions. Electric heat only. There's no sign of any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. You know, we have an awful lot of ceruleum back at our camp. I couldn't help but noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? He used to play here as a kid. What? Yes, I mean, no, it's just, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, so like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. They'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time when we'd get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a cerulean-powered heater, by chance. I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath a hatch. That was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. I can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery most likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Garlean would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has a few foreign signiferi and medici, so see? They're too prideful to use magic. See, but they're not. They literally have Imperial soldiers that use both healing and black magic. And I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of your fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. Oh. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. The tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park. We have a way of warming ourselves up after. Dude, the music just got so loud. Stop, please. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That way we'll find it. What have been these last couple third options that we've had? Like, what? But like, usually I know the third option is usually jokey, but like, sure, a little friendly competition. No, I'm not saying that. Last one to find a ceruleum tank is a rotten egg, though I dare say we'll both smell like rotten eggs when this is over. The hydration check? Okay! Did you find anything? I hope you did. Uncovering hidden treasure is an adventure's bread and butter, though one is not normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold, stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slavering beasts or solving annoying puzzles. Yeah, I'll take the puzzles. This isn't Halo Infinite? That's it. And there's still some ceruleum left. fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphino a hand. Wow, you're gonna help. Oh my god. Wow, it's almost like starting a fire is a way to get warm. That's so weird. It's, I know, that's crazy. I remember all of your comrades freezing to death down in the train station. We should maybe tell them about this crazy idea to use fire for warmth. I know that's super unheard of. That's so weird and crazy, but like... Call me Nodam, because by fire I am reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, your still envoy is deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did, not far from here. My father was an accomplished teacher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. He lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat, and sitting down for a hot meal. Family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song. Happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, and that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends dead, and those memories. If I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Soon, our chance will come. Soon. I just need to hold on a little longer. Just a little longer, dude. Level 83 quests! Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search just outside the park. Oh! Foggy, dude! As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are hard to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it will be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering, though, you should check the Machina ceruleum gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even with the unit itself inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Okay. Understood. Let's get to work. The Shadowbringer one? Yours. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alize and Alpha are faring. That's what that said. I did some Stormblood maps, but not as many as I did, Shadowbringer ones.
やっと監視役が離れたか。
サンクレット。
おっと、姿は探さなくていい。そのまま知らぬ顔で聞いてくれ。お前たちが帝国兵とキャンプブロークングラスを出た後、ルキアから偵察隊に連絡があってな。 俺たちはすぐに追跡を開始。お前たちがテルティウム駅に入ったのを確認している。
Very good decision.
その後、出てきたアルフィノとアリゼに魔導仕掛けの装置が付けられていることも確認。おおよそ状況は察した。
サンクレト。
その上でいくつか聞かせてくれ。駅にいる連中は何者だ。何を目的にしている。
Yeah, I think he's doing his invisible thing, yeah.
なるほど。第一軍団長と来たか。目的は第10軍団の
Wow, good thing I have this face mask on. I can't even see that I'm talking.
バブイルの塔を自力で制圧すること
Tower of Baby.
もろもろ了解した。だとしたら打つ手がないでもない。今しがた派遣団の方にある報告が入ってな。それを交渉材料にできる可能性が高いだろう。ひとまずお前自身とアルフィノたちの命を守ることを最優先にしてくれ。相手の要求は基本的に飲んでくれていい。頼んだぞ。それじゃまた後でだ。
また後で。There he go.
待たせたな。
あちこち探してみたんだけど収穫なしよ。悔しいけどあなたが見つけた分でおしまいね。
さほど期待してたわけじゃないが、いよいよ厳しいか。ともかく今回の捜索はここまでだ。駅へ戻るぞ。
Yeah, dude, if only there was a source of heat and warmth that wasn't fueled by ceruleum. I don't know, can't think of anything, dude. It's crazy.
ああ、よく戻ったな。聞いたぞ。清淋水を探させてたんだってな。で、収穫はどうだった？
少しはな。こいつらがよく働いてくれたから。
やばい連中だって話だったけど、案外普通なんだな。でもよかったよ。少しでも暖かくできそうで。正直今晩を超えられるかどうかってやつもいるからな。
If only we had some way to heal people. Like at our fingertips. Pocket potatoes. I want mashed potatoes now.
クイント様。
クイーント様。
ならば魔導兵器の燃料に回しておけ。
ですが、これは拠点を温めるために。
次の作戦が決まった。
Somebody's not gonna say what I think he's gonna say.
しばしこの者らと話をする。だが至るところに我らの
Somebody's not gonna say they're gonna attack our camp.
その場でおとなしく待機
There's
せ
a gap in his beard.
作戦って何でしょうね。
わからない。
No, it looked like it was
魔導
attached.
兵器にしても今使うつもりなのか、第10軍団と合流した後の備えなのか。
You're like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
どうしたら彼らを暖かい場所へと返せるのだろう。ユルスが語った冬の街並みや夏の草原のような場所に。
It's like they have two little fires. A bigger fire. So.
アルフィノとアリゼを人質として派遣団に物資の譲渡と撤退を促すことが決まった。取引が済むまで二人には別の場所に移動してもらう。
もうどうしてそうなっちゃうわけ？
派遣団の物資にも限りがある。ひとときそれでしのげてもいつかは君たちが。
アルフィノたちの命を守ることを最優先にしてくれ。相手の要求は基本的に飲んでくれていい。
Everything will be okay. Disappointed in you, Orange Julius. Alphino and Alice will be fine, providing they do not resist. Yeah. Aww. You will accompany me back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. The task falls to the legionaries Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the ill for further details, in those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. You again. Ask the ill, he said. So, that's to be the way of it. After all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. The glory of Garlemald. What do you want with me? Ask the ill. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand. That he would recognize the savage is a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. Dude, they're about to do some group suicide thing. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Vars, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. Have you done as instructed? Yeah, their duties involve more than that. Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. Are there orders to suicide in with the Magitech armor if we don't cooperate to try and kill all of us? Dude. hard copium, dude. Oh my god, they're overdosing on copium. There's one other matter. Place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Yeah, dude, their orders are absolutely to straight up kamikaze. Julius lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Yeah, so will we. Yeah, then die. I don't like this dude. I was liking his character. Stop it. I know what's happening.
家だったんだ。
Stop it.
うちの家族の。テートが崩壊したあの夜、俺はクイントゥス様と同じ場所にいて助かった。けど、うちにはあのラジオはなかったんだ。朝になってどうにかここに駆けつけた。研究職の父も母も妹と弟もまだいて、だけどもう言葉は届かなくなってた。話しかけたら襲われて、それで俺は本当だったらその朝にみんなはテートを出るはずだったんだ。内戦が収まるまで安全な場所に避難してもらう約束だった。なのにガレマールの旗には民族の団結を示す鎖が描かれてる。血色の鎖は犠牲になった同胞たち、彼らも含めてガレマールって国なんだ。でもじゃあこの国がなくなったら、死んだ同胞たちが生きてたって証はどこに残る？お前たちみたいに神に祈れたら答えを得られてたのか？悪い、話がそれた。寄り道はもう十分だ。派遣団と交渉しに行くぞ。
やっぱりダメね。こっちからじゃ開きそうもないわ。
もどかしいかもしれないが、彼の言葉を信じて今はじっと待つとしよう。
寒い。
はあ、本当に痛いくらいだ。
クイントゥスさんに聞かれたことを考えてたのよ。どうして帝国の統治を受け入れなかったんだろうって。彼は自分たちと私たちが違うからかって言ってたけど、それを誰より恐れてたのはガレアンの人たちだったんじゃないかと思うの。ギムリとの
Or
会
just
談
separate
で
existences.
バリステは全ての人を帝国民にすることで脅威と戦うって宣言したわ。違いをなくして 無理やりにでも同じものにしないと手を組むことはできないって感じてたのかもしれない。強くて寂しい理想だった。彼の思考とする世界に帝国民になれない他者は存在し得なかったのよ。でね、お父様に感じた怒りもそういう拒絶に対する憤りだったんじゃないかって。争いを避けるのが正しいことだとしても、その方法が周りとのつながりを断つことだなんて全然納得できないわ。だって私たちバリステイもお父様も見限った人たちからこんなに学んで励まされてきたのよ。そりゃ考えがバラバラでぶつかることもあったけど、それもひっくるめてかけがえのないものだった。否定なんてしたくないしさせたくない。
お父様も軍団長たちも多くの大人も私たちより多くを見聞きしてきているはずだろ。この世には問題が溢れているから効率よくそれらを裁けるようにだんだんと物事の形を整理してしまうんじゃないかな。風は風、雪は雪、光は光。本当は時々で違った顔を持っていることをきっと気にしなくなっていくんだと思う。人も人とはこういうものだと整理される。だから割り切ったり諦めたりしやすいのかもしれない。
そうなの？
昔の私がそうだったんだ。もちろんそれはたくさんのことを知ったからじゃなく、知った気になったからだったけれどね。今は世界を作る一つ一つのこと、その時々の顔に目を向けられるようになってきたと思う。そうしたらかつて掲げた世界の救済が前よりずっと複雑で難しいものになって、でも前よりずっと成し遂げたいと思えるようになったんだ。
つまり物資を全て置いて領外へと撤退すること、それが貴公らの要求だな。
そうだ。撤退の時には飛空艇を一つ置いていけ。お前たちが去ったことを確認したらアルフィノとアリゼーの首輪を外してそれに乗せる。
そっか、私もアルフィノも戦いたいのね。だからお父様の正論にも素直に頷けなかったんだわ。もちろん理不尽な暴力とか誰かを虐げるための武力には賛成しないわよ。でも私たちは本当に大切なもののために命を懸けた人たちを、彼らの戦いを愚かだったなんて思ってない。そして自分も叶えたい未来のために戦いたがってる。これは必ずしも剣や魔法を振るうってことじゃなくて、そうね。
かけがえのないものを大切にして生きることかな。
ええ、きっとそうだわ。アルフィノが世界を良くしたいって思いと共に生きるなら、武器を置いたり 置いてもらえるように努力すると思う。けど今テロフォロイを追っているみたいに力を手に血を流しながら進むこともあるはずよ。どっちも間違いなくアルフィノの戦いだわ。
戦い抜けるだろうか、私に。
できないとか愚かだとか意味がないとかたくさん否定されるでしょうね。そういう言葉って強くて、誰かが出した答えに違うって言った人の方が真理に近く見えちゃうものよ。なのに掲げたものを肯定し続けてきた兄のこと、私は強いなって思ってたわよ。だから貫けばいいんじゃない？また変な方に連れ始めたら、今度は私がぶん殴って目を覚まさせてあげるわ。
ありがとう、アリゼ。
Let's go!
偵察隊がアルフィノ殿とアリゼー殿を保護しました。首輪の解除にも無事成功したそうです。これに伴う死傷者はなし。見張りも全員眠らせただけで済みました。
聞いた通りだ。キコーラと我々はこれでまた対等にテーブルにつける。その上で改めて相談したいことがあるのだ。我々のもとに届いたある情報についてクイントゥス殿も交えて話がしたい。
それは不可能だ。交渉が失敗した場合についてもすでに指示は受けている。
Don't do it. Don't do it.
強襲！
こちらからも来ます。
我らガレマール帝国軍第一軍だ。祖国の頂を守る者。皇帝陛下なき今もこの地はたっとき帝となれば、同胞戻り来るまで神明尽きようとも蛮族を排せよ。
You're not safeguarding anything.
待て！
All you're doing is ensuring the imminent doom and death of all of its people.
話を聞けって言ってるんだ、バカ。
先ほどグランドカンパニーエオルゼアより緊急の連絡が入った。アラミゴに第10軍団を中核とする一団が来訪。会談を希望してきたそうだ。曰く彼らは帝都解放を目指して共闘を呼びかけるも、第4、第5、第8、第12軍団とは交渉決裂。大半の軍団が独自路線を突き進み、行進すらままならぬ中で、第10軍団自体が属州兵の大量離反を許し、事実上継戦能力を喪失。もってグランドカンパニーエオルゼアに保護を申し入れてきたという。
嘘だ。 騙されるものか。
いや、事実なのだユルス殿。第10軍団長から第1軍団長に宛てた伝言も預かっている。イルは立たずと。
聞こえてましたか、クイントス様。俺たちはどうすれば。
第10軍団の判断に従う。そう伝えよ。
He does not sound very happy with this decision.
まことこの世は絶望ばかり。
Dignity doesn't mean shit if you're all dead licking the pavement, idiot.
生きたくば生きよう。皆にもそう伝えるがよい。バリス陛下、あなたもさぞ口惜しいでしょうな。共に国府の下でかけ、辺境で身を縮めていた我らが覇者となる夢を見た。民のため、ただただ強い帝国であらんとした。
Is he gonna kill himself now?
しかし、我らはもはや亡霊らしい。赤き鎖は縛るやつなぐや。
Splatters blood right on the flag. No, I'm not happy about it. I just saw it coming.
ほら、早くテルティウム駅に行かないと。
クインテス殿から話が聞けたら、少しでも彼らの不安が取り除けるよう、名士たちにも掛け合ってみようと思うんだ。
まずはちゃんと伝えられるといいわね。私たちは違うものだけど、
Yeah, you would
違う
hope.
から話したいんだって。
Sorry, that was just a lot to take in. Much more has occurred since last we met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Hey, happy music. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risked the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Afno, Alize, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lead their support should it be needed. Lend their support. Oh god, I can't talk. Understood. Oh boy. Seen as a signal. Clarissa and Julius. They arrived just before you did. And too late.
Too late for what? What's happened?
It's Lord Quintus.
He took his own life.
After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone,
No, he wouldn't. Bankert and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial.
He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate.
Without him to guide us, I
have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid.
Some would rather die.
Most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see if they reach our camp safely. Rebel's coat, that's what it was called. Yeah, whenever I saw him with that, I was like, oh shit, he got the coat. But I couldn't remember. Sabinianus. It's only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it? Rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. There's a chance I might see them again. I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Well, got the Aetheryte sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one on the Tarim is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Ah, it's you. The one who treated me with such kindness. Heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate. I'm too tired. You and yours have come to offer aid. I'll be glad to accept. Me too, buddy. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass. We'd hope to talk about with Quintus. Oh wait, this is Alphino. Oops, I thought it was Alize, my bad. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Yet, literally all of them. Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. I am not Alphino! This should come in handy. Conqueror's chain, courtesy of our lemons and friends. I'd save it for the tempered, though. It's because they're in matching outfits again. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Yeah. I don't think... No, there was no saving him. There was no saving him from himself. Absolutely not. Not at all. Because, like I was saying earlier, we showed up offering everything that they needed for both him and his people to survive on a silver platter, trying to just give it to them, asking for nothing in return. And they wouldn't. Specifically, he wouldn't, more than anyone else, because everyone follows his decision. Like, you can see now that he's gone, everyone is like, yeah, I just want to live, so... As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The tempered proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first and all that.
Yeah.
Ah, Clarissa, I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What of the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. I mean, they were all receptive. So many did not hesitate to accept, proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops that participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugee. Perfidy notwithstanding? What the f*** is that word? After all, even I wanted to make an example of them. There's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up his mess.